Welcome back to Roy on Rescue. I needed to get this out to you before the weekend. It's going to be warm, it's going to be fun outside, and most of you probably are going to be heading towards some body of water. And the thing I want to talk to you about this time on this episode of Roy on Rescue, you may not be able to live without. Stay tuned for Roy on Rescue. So what I need to talk to you about is something that has been happening way too often, and in fact we've already had a couple of them just in my vicinity this year, and that's needless or potentially needless drowning events that happened where the individual went into a river or a lake and drowned. Now, there could be several reasons why this might happen in a person who might ordinarily be able to swim well. One, they got knocked unconscious, face down, and they suffocated and then drowned secondarily. Two, they may have had a heart problem or something internally happened at the same time that they entered the water and they went unconscious, not from the drowning, but from a medical condition, and they drowned secondarily. Or thirdly, they maybe went into something called hypothermia from cold water, and they began to lose their orientation to where they were at, their coordination began to suffer, and they no longer could tread water and they drowned. If that third case is what I suspect it to be, it's maybe happening way more than we realize. But even if it's not, the getting knocked unconscious and having a heart problem or a medical problem while in the water, the solution I'm about to propose should help in each of those situations, and it's this: wear a life preserver. Wear a life preserver that will keep you up to the surface no matter what, and you will for sure be way easier to save. When we go under the surface in a murky water, once they drop below the visibility line, nobody knows where that victim is at, and rescue, which should happen in the next few minutes, is impossible because the undercurrents could be taking the body into other directions and it's difficult to locate them. So I've implemented in my family that if we swim in any type of water where I cannot see all the way to the bottom, like in a clean swimming pool, they wear ski vests. I know it's clunky, I know it's hard to swim around in, but when you're out and about in the lake, and there's so many things that could happen: a knock on the head, a medical problem, a seizure, a heart problem, or the water is colder than we thought. We're in the Great Lakes, out in the ocean, maybe we're in a river, and it's the early part of summer or the late part of spring, and the water temperature is dropping our core temperature, and suddenly we can't orient ourselves, suddenly we can't tread water. That life preserver is going to be the difference between survival and death. I'm urging you, please, if you're going out into an area where you're going to be having fun in the water and it has an unclear water, you know there could be an extended amount of time for rescue, please do everybody a favor, but most importantly yourself and the loved ones around you, and wear a life preserver. That's the best way to survive that type of drowning. So, from Roy on Rescue, I couldn't let another weekend go by without at least trying to help prevent another needless drowning. Please, wear a life jacket, wear a ski vest, something that keeps you at the surface in case you run into a swimming or medical problem. Keep safe and have fun. From Roy on Rescue, talk to you next time. Bye-bye.